Do you ever wonder why some people lose weight, excuse me, and some people never lose weight, or they're always on the struggle bus when it comes to losing weight? Yeah, I wonder that same thing too. So the one thing that I found, my name's Andrea Conti, a lifestyle coach, been personal training for over 15 years. And at this point, my goal is to help people over 40 get their dream bodies without spending countless hours in the gym, and also while eating the foods that they enjoy. So the main thing about my clients is I'm all about restructuring your lifestyle. It's all about making your lifestyle fit for the things that you want, and that doesn't have to be a miserable lifestyle. Unless it'll sound miserable if you worship alcohol, or if you worship things like processed foods. If you are one of those people that say, you know what, I have to go to Tropical Smoothie Cafe every day and get this smoothie, and you don't understand that they're putting sugar in that smoothie. You know, it's one of those things. Like, you can have a smoothie, and you can actually have a Tropical Smoothie Cafe smoothie, just don't have it every day. And if you're gonna have it every day, don't have the turbinado. If you didn't know, that's the type of sugar they put in there. It's called turbinado. They will tell you that this is a more healthier sugar because it has so many more minerals, natural minerals and elements in it. No, we don't really care. We don't need your natural elements. We just don't really need the extra sugar. We don't want the sugars, you know. We actually want to get our sugars from our fruits. So yeah, your smoothie is going to have enough sugars in it for your body. And if you get used to the sugars without, if you get used to the way that smoothie tastes without the sugar, then you're gonna retrain your taste buds. So, like, let's go ahead and get back to the point where, like, because I digress just a whole lot, and we're gonna get back to the point where we are making sure that we're doing the things that we need to do in order to get the results we need to get. So the people who end up losing weight are the people who actually, oh, my camera's a little crooked. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to but so much because y'all see I'm driving. Whatever. The people who actually get the results that they need, that they want, whatever your goal is, like if you want to gain weight, if you want to lose weight, if you want to just be more mobile, if you just want to be more active, if you want to go run a marathon. I still wonder why people want to do that, but you know, that's okay. I hope David Goggins is not watching this video. Anyway, yeah, so whatever you want to do, these people who do that, they put their goals in front of them and they say, hey, you know what, I feel like I can get here, and they actually believe that thought process, and then they go do what's necessary. Again, I'm a backtrack. What is necessary to be in that place? So let's, for instance, say if you want to run a marathon, we're going to say, hey, you know what? It's been a while since I've run. So, you know, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get up and go walk, jog, walk, jog, walk, jog. I'm going to do this for the next 1 to 2 weeks and get my body loosened. And then week 3, I'm going to take it to, hey, let me run a quarter mile. And then week 4, hey, let me bump this quarter mile to a half a mile. And then they progressively come up and keep doing what they're doing in order to get to say, hey, you know what, let me go run this 5K. And then, you know what, hey, you know what, now I feel like I'm good enough to do a half marathon. So boom, they do a half marathon. All of a sudden, you know, over time, now we're at the full marathon. It's a lot of miles. It's a lot of miles. So what they did was they progressed over time. They didn't jump right into it. They didn't give themselves, you know, a hard time getting into the actual process. They said, hey, we're going to start slow. We're going to do this. This can be enjoyable. It's going to suck a little bit, or might suck a lot, but it's kind of enjoyable. But I believe I can get to this point, so I'm going to do it. And that's one of the main things that people don't do. They don't believe that they can get to that point. So at a certain point, when it starts hurting too much, they just stop. That's the problem. That is the difference between people who don't get results and people who do. When that point where it stops, you dig down deep inside and you look for the discipline, because that motivation has gone. It ran away a long time ago. It has completely disappeared. You're no longer in a honeymoon phase of action. Oh my God, it's just stuff falling off people's vehicles. We're no longer in the honeymoon phase of this weight loss process. So or this getting to run process, getting to the marathon process, or this bulk up process. For whatever your process is, you have to continue through that spot where you're either going to hate what you're doing, you're not going to be motivated, your body's going to hurt so bad, you're going to be tired, fatigued. Number one, another thing is you have to give yourself grace in these times. When your body says rest, I'm not saying when you don't feel like it. That's not what I said. I said when your body says rest, you need to rest. When you feel like it, you still need to get your butt up and do the things that you said you set out to do, because that's the thing that's going to get you to the result. It's the consistent going after it, the consistent stacking days, the consistent doing what needs to be done to get the results that you desire. And another thing is, by the time you get into that goal and you start seeing some changes, oh my God, the joy you feel in your soul. It feels so great to be that good to yourself, to show up for yourself, to be accountable for yourself, to make yourself feel better, to, man, almost get to this dream that you said you wanted to get. Like, it's so much greatness on the other side of just doing the things of showing up for yourself. That, let's call it what it is, showing up for yourself. In order to get results, you have to show up for yourself. So that's the main thing. So, like, the same way you feel about that, the new pair of J's or that Fendi bag, how bad you want to go get it, and you know that on your next paycheck you're going to set this certain amount of money aside so you can go ahead and get that. That's the same way you need to feel about the results at the end of your journey. Like, you need to be setting aside all the things that you need to set aside to get to that goal, and you have to believe you're going to get it, and you have to want it. You have to want it more than anybody else. The thing about being a trainer for so long is that I absolutely hated the fact that I used to want my clients to get results more than they did. It got to a point where that became so frustrating, and I just stopped wanting to train. I literally got to a point where I was like, I need to reevaluate the clientele that I have, because what I'm not going to do is waste my time, especially being a mother. Like, any time that I have that I'm giving to you, I need you to take it seriously. So it's a thing. It's a whole thing. But the bottom line is, you have to take yourself seriously. Like, it's the same way, your trainer takes that hour with you seriously, you have to take that seriously. The same way your nutritionist sits down with you to explain how your meals should be worked and how your metabolism should look, that's the same thing. That's the same way you need to feel about the process. Like, everybody needs to be on the same page, and but your mindset has to be, I believe I can do it, and I will get up and do what is necessary. This is the main word I need you to understand. You have to do what is necessary to get that result. All right. Again, my name is Andrea Conti. I'm your lifestyle coach. You can call me the fitness queen. And I want you to like, share, and subscribe this video to my channel and to this video. All that stuff. I'm going to steal this from Myron Golden. Do all the YouTubey stuff that YouTubey people do.